Alright, so in this video I'm going to be going through a list that I stumbled upon not too long ago of what are apparently the greatest conservative songs. It's from a website called Conservapedia. That's right, conservative Wikipedia. As far as I can tell, this is not a satirical website, just to clear that up. And before we start the list, let's just refresh our minds on what conservatism stands for. So these are most of the goals and principles of conservatism according to Conservapedia. Limited government, capitalism, prayer, Christianity, big amongst conservatives, prohibition of abortion, traditional marriage, not same-sex marriage, fuck off, free speech, religious freedom, bearing arms. I don't know how many of these are going to be relevant in the song list, so I'll just leave the list up there in case you want to look at it yourself. And there's the opening paragraph as well if you want to pause and just have a quick look at that. So with this stuff in mind, let's have a look at some of the greatest conservative songs. And from what I've seen, some of these will probably be quite a surprise. Not the first couple though. We've got a Christian hymn and we've got a pro-America song. Apparently conservatism only exists in America, or it only matters in America, I guess. I don't know if there's any other country conservative songs on here, but I have my doubts. The Ascend to Stand by Ben Folds tells the story of a former textbook hippie man who realizes that he's become everything that he was protesting against. I mean, a lot of people hate hippies, so that's not really exclusive to conservatives. Beat It by Michael Jackson, a conservative message to youth who waste their time and sometimes lives in gang activity. I mean, is there anyone out there who's pro-gang activity aside from the gangs themselves? I wouldn't have thought so. Cats in the Cradle, the importance of traditional families and responsible fatherhood. Can't really argue with that one, if I'm honest. Marriage in a Church. Don't Drive Drunk by Stevie Wonder. The title is self-explanatory. Warns people not drive drunk. Thanks for the summary. Okay, more gospel stuff. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. Oh, it's an old song. Sounds like a parody from that title. Respect by Aretha Franklin. Songs that respecting a productive member of society. Okay. Star Spangled Banger. Banger. Star Spangled Banger. I mean, some people probably find it a banger. Staying Alive. Pro people and pro staying alive. I just love the overly simple descriptions of these staying alive. Because damn liberals want to kill everyone. Kill all humans. True Colors. What does it say? Song about inner beauty. LGBTQ members have tried to say it was actually a pro-gay song, but Cyndi Lauper stated that nothing to say otherwise. It doesn't really make it pro-conservative. Is Cyndi Lauper a conservative? Wouldn't that be worth checking, maybe? Lauper elaborated that the song had resonated with her because of the recent death of a friend from HIV/AIDS. Years later, Lauper co-founded the True Colors Fund, a non-profit dedicated to eradicating LGBT youth homelessness. And then she toured in 2007 for the Human Rights Campaign to promote LGBT rights in the US and beyond. So yeah, this statement means absolutely nothing. Honestly, I'm surprised that they actually added that many letters to the LGBT acronym. This pro-life song was a hit single in 1974. A hit single that peaked at number 66. One of the biggest hits ever, but liberals admit that this song is about Jesus. I mean, I think most liberals just don't bother talking about the song at all. Period. Citation needed. Am I right, huh? We got country songs. Good Guys Win, a song about good triumphing over evil. It could be relatable to America's police, FBI, CIA, or military stopping organized criminals. Pick a song that could literally be about fucking anything, and it could fit your agenda, sure. Stand By Your Man by Tony Wynette. Don't expect feminists like that one. Or Hillary Clinton. What? The devil went down to Georgia. In this case, Johnny actually outplays the devil and defeats him. Yeah. Does contain, in some versions, an expletive. Oh no! Heavens to Betsy! Here we go, rock and rap. Oh, I can't wait to find out about the conservative rap songs. The Ramones song that denounces sodomy? Where does this denounce sodomy? Patriotic song about a British RAF pilot fighting Nazis. Well, that's something that I think all of us can get behind, really. Yeah, they do have citations. Angel of Death by Slayer. I suppose it's the sheer disgustingness of the Nazis and the Holocaust. Okay, so conservatives do hate Nazis after all, which therefore makes them based. I do not regret that previous sentence at all. Another brick in the wall by Pink Floyd. Anti-public school. Why would conservatives be against public school? Wouldn't they be against private schools that charge too much money and indoctrinate the liberals or something? Oh, another Ramones song. Ooh, very conservative band. Breaking the Habit by Linkin Park. Title says it all and can be seen as a motivational song against alcohol, tobacco, drugs, gambling, and other addictions. Humankind has been drinking alcohol and smoking for centuries, possibly millennia even. Why would they be against alcohol and tobacco? Surely they wouldn't be celebrating laws against drinking, or unless it's just talking about addictions, which are okay. Another Ben Folds 5 song, another ultra-conservative band. I'm sure he'd love to hear about his song being promoted as a big conservative pro-life anthem. I'm sure he would. And here we've got the ultimate conservative band, Dead Kennedys, and their song California Uber Alles, anti-Jerry Brown song. So Jerry Brown is the Democrat politician, so it makes sense. Yeah, he's a Democrat, so conservatives wouldn't like him just because. If you leave it at that, this entry does make sense, but like a whole lot of other entries in this list, once you go down beyond the surface, it really doesn't fit. I'm pretty sure there's an American conservative publication that refers to Jerry Brown, back when he was the governor of California in the 70s, as more fiscally conservative than Ronald Reagan during his time as governor. Make of that what you will. And then, of course, Jello Biafra on their next EP would rewrite the song about Ronald Reagan, titled We've Got a Bigger Problem Now. So yeah, like I said, the more you look into it, the more its status as a great conservative song really falls apart. Whoever made this list is either ignorant of context and or satire, or is choosing to willfully ignore those. Chores by Animal Collective. Now I've got these chores and I'm not gonna hurt no one. Hard work is praised and violence is discouraged. A scary song for liberals. So fucking washing the dishes, vacuuming, mowing the lawn, that's what counts for hard work now. And I think you'd be very hard-pressed to find a lot of people out there who are truly pro-violence apart from very, very select situations, i.e. self-defense. Then ultimately, I think most of us deep down would at least be ambivalent to violence if it goes against something that you detest, like, you know, punching Nazis on one side and whatever on the other. There's something like Death Clock, which is the fucking Metalocalypse Adult Swim band. A song from them really means something, doesn't it? Don't Stop by Fleetwood Mac, used by Bill Clinton as his campaign theme song in 1992. So already, why would this be in the list? But liberals offer to try to appeal to conservative themes for elections. Okay. Don't Stop Thinking About Tomorrow. That sounds like more of a progressive outlook more than anything, isn't it? Because you think about the future and not the past. Yeah, some of these just don't make a lot of sense to me, but I don't know. We've got Smashing Pumpkins. That's probably fair. Gangster's Paradise by Cooley. Here we go. Here's the conservative rap. Although a rap song, the main message is about a former thug who regrets living his life of crime. Again, I don't think non-conservatives are necessarily pro-crime or pro-gang, but if you just see it as promoting good living, don't break the law, then sure, it fits. And then we've got Goodbye Yellow Brick Road by Elton John, who I believe is currently in a same-sex marriage. So, yeah, good choice, huh? Another great conservative band, Minor Threat. This song here is anti-police brutality based. I've seen footage by Death Grips. Criticize the glorification of violence by the mainstream media. Okay. Jesus Christ by Brand New. The singer turns to God for advice and assurance. Well, the singer is also a pedophile, so make of that what you will as well. Keep on Loving You by RSP. Love overcomes infidelity. Wouldn't infidelity send you straight to hell or something? Wouldn't you... I was going to say divorce, but yeah, that'd be anti-divorce. A bit of a crossing of wires there. Let It Be by the Beatles. Very popular in Russia under the Soviets. Meaning what exactly? Okay, the Scissor Sisters. A song about the connection between homosexuality and illegal drug use. Subject that the mainstream media refers not to talk about. I don't see anything in this citation that demonstrates the themes of this particular song by the Scissor Sisters. Quick look at the lyrics for this song, and yeah, I'm not too sure. This is just suggesting that a gay band singing about drug use proves that... Yeah, I think it's probably best just to move along from that one. Tired of Sex by Weezer shows the danger of premarital sex, a warning against the evils of sex addiction. In a way, I guess. I don't know about the danger of premarital sex. It's not necessarily saying the sex itself is dangerous. He's just saying he wants a long-lasting relationship, right? Yeah, I don't think that's really the approach that Rivers Cuomo was making. Then we've got the ones that are possibly conservative, but probably not. So the list itself had Taxman by the Beatles, saying how George Harrison wasn't happy with giving most of his money away in taxes. And then it says it's questionable because the band's members themselves were espousing liberal views at the time. At least one of the surviving members, Paul McCartney, continues to do so today. But there's no questionable sentence for California Urbalas. So whoever wrote this article is capable of analyzing context for these songs, but for the most part, clearly just chooses not to. Just wants as much help as they can get for their message, I suppose. So it turns out there is some satire on this website, apparently. Great and inspiring music by atheists on atheism. Yes. Very good, very good. Alright, so there you have it. Some popular songs, some of which you've probably loved for a very long time, were actually conservative all along. Well, they probably weren't, because there's a very flimsy reasoning going on this site. Alright, I hope I didn't anger too many people watching this. Tried to be as neutral as I can, look at this from a reasonable point of view. But yeah, this is baffling to say the very least.